Well, I grew up Catholic. With our family, we went to church every Sunday. Confirmed Catholic through high school. I just never really had that relationship with God. Every man in my life, I was abused in some way. I was molested as a child by my babysitter, and so I always struggled with my sexuality. Not realizing that that wasn't the norm, I guess never told anybody about it. I realized in high school that, I was gay, and so I came out after when I was about 19. When I was 21, I came out to the world. Then I was told that God hated me, and not really ever developing that personal relationship with God, I believed it. I had to deal with my best friend. We both wanted a baby, and so we were going to get married so that it could be a good cover-up for me. We'd have a baby, and we'd raise it together, and I could have, my girlfriends on the side. It worked for a while. I was a manager at Applebee's. I had asked him for a divorce. He moved out, and so I kind of, single mom, a 2-year-old, struggling, working 80 hours a week in the industry, and so I had to quit the industry. Stopped working at Applebee's, and I started working at a bank. So I wasn't making a lot of money as a bank teller. So I lost my house. My life just completely blew up in front of my face. Everything that I thought was going to happen didn't. My heart is being a chef, and I'm a teller at a bank, a single mom of a 3-year-old at this point. So the bank I was working for, there was a lady there, Colleen, and we had become pretty good friends. She was kind of a confidant to me, knowing that I was going through rough times. She wanted to introduce me back to God. So there was a church in town, the Cheyenne Hills Church, and she was telling me that there was a lady there that had started a gay Bible study, and that she really felt like I needed to go, that I needed to know that God did love me, for who I am, because He created me. I went. It was funny because I called Chris on my way into the church, and I'm like, okay, I'm about ready to walk in, and he's like, go in, Betsy, the church isn't going to fall in on you. I'm like, are you sure? So I was the only one there, and I'm like, okay, this is a trap. They shut the door, and there's 2 other ladies there, and I'm like, oh gosh, Colleen, the lady who got me into church, she bought me tickets to a Matthew West concert in the middle of all this. And that concert changed my life. When he was the door that God used for me to be able to release everything. It's pretty emotional still for me to talk about it. In the concert, he said, close your eyes. You have your name tag. Write everything on that name tag that you've ever been called. So I have on there drug addict, stripper, anorexic, whore, any name that I've ever been called my entire life. And he said, imagine Jesus coming down and wiping that name tag clean. And he did, and it all went away. Like, that was the first night in my whole life that I didn't have a nightmare. It was awesome. It was real. Jesus saved me. So from that point on, I made it a point to make Him number 1 in my life, because I knew that He was there for me, that He loved me. Being baptized was amazing. I guess I never realized or never thought of how I would feel when I came out of that water. Kind of like that night at the Matthew West concert. You're just, you come out of that water and you just feel fresh, and you feel awesome. Ever since that day, I just have a new a new outlook, a new love, and I can't explain it, but it's awesome. The BOD is something completely different. I've never wanted to jump in and serve. I think it was the third weekend we were here, we signed up to start serving. The people that we connected with on a completely different level than I've ever been able to connect with anybody back in Cheyenne. Finding Jesus again and feeling that love and filling my heart with that has made me be able to trust relationships again, made me grow closer to my husband, and made me know that he has control of my life and he's going to do with me what he wants and what's best for me.